Great day for this Tuesday. It's the 8th of September. Mark Furry in for Jason Parkin, Molly Nelson in for Jackie today, and we do have a guest in the studio with us right now. Jordan Clausen is here from the Great Egg Gardens. You have an egg project.
Are you making omelets for us?
That's a Kickstarter.
I can do that.
That's a Kickstarter program. Explain what's going on here.
Well, a few months ago, you know, when the bird flu was really coming on, and we have about 120 laying hens now. We just kept selling out of eggs, and I figured, how can we raise more money to double up our chicken production? So I was taking a shower, like all good ideas come to you, and I said, well, why don't we try a Kickstarter?
Okay, so set the scene. You have hens now. You lay eggs. You sell them out to farmers markets. Is that correct?
Correct.
So right now, what do you have for production, and what are you doing? What do you need to get to?
So currently, we have a vegetable farm, and 2 years ago, Thomas, who works with us, added 120 birds, and we have about 50 dozen eggs a week, but they go quick.
50 dozen eggs a week.
Is this here in Des Moines?
This is in Des Moines. We're in Johnston. Yeah.
Okay.
So we market through a CSA. We sell at the downtown farmers market, but yeah, they just go quick. And so I said, let's do a Kickstarter for more eggs.
And Kickstarter will get you. What will this? You're trying to raise $8,500, correct?
Correct. Yep.
What will $8,500 get you?
So that builds us another house. We have a mobile coop on wheels that gets scooted around the farm. That way we can fertilize areas and. So that
because the droppings go right through. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. And that we have had good luck with that chicken manure, so it's been nice for fertilization. So it builds us another house. It takes them 7 months before they start laying eggs. So it feeds those beaks for 7 months.
Now, where do you guys get your chicks from? You don't go to Chicks R Us or
no.
Where do you get them?
And they're in hot demand right now because we lost so many in Iowa. But
sure.
My grandma used to work for Murray McMurray Hatchery up in Webster City, and so I kind of have an in there. But they're $3 a chick.
Oh, I didn't realize they're that much.
Yes,
no, they never were that pricey.
No, price is going up even. Yeah. And we're doing, you know, these are called they're a Rhode Island red, and they're a brown egg. But we're wanting to do some maybe different colored ones too, white and blue. So.
Do the different colored eggs taste different?
No, and for the longest time, people thought brown eggs were. You know, they weren't used to seeing the white.
My wife still won't eat brown eggs.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. You know,
well, I'm going to take these are for your wife then.
Okay.
Yeah, how do they taste? I have to admit, you know, I've gone to the farmer's market.
Open your mouth here, Molly.
You can shoot her right there.
There you go.
Protein. What's the difference in the stuff you might buy in the grocery store, which I think tastes pretty good when I put it on the, you know, on a sandwich or whatever?
Of these too. Everybody says they stand up a lot more, and those yolks are so orange and big. And these were just right from the hen yesterday. So all of our eggs are sold within a few days. So
okay.
Now, what are you feeding your hens?
Well, so we grow a lot of produce too, so they eat any scraps we don't use. And then they have like a non-GMO diet. It's got alfalfa meal and flaxseed and oats. So they're on about 80% of that grain, and then, you know, 20% fresh tomatoes and produce and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know they ate tomatoes. How about that?
Who's supporting your Kickstarter campaign? So you've raised $5,500 of
Correct.
the $8,500 that you need. Why would someone want to give you money to expand when maybe the argument might be that you could use the profits to do that?
Correct. A lot of people are just tired of us selling out, and a lot of our rewards. So like for $1,000, you can get. We do a CSA, so that gets you 20 weeks of produce and 20 weeks of eggs. So every week you'd get a dozen eggs, and every week you get a box of produce. So some of our customers like knowing they can get locked in. We're not going to sell out on them, and they'd have that dozen eggs every week.
All right, and how many days do we have left on the Kickstarter?
We're down to 5.
5 days left.
Yep.
And how do we locate it? How do we find it?
If you go on Kickstarter.com and just type in Great Egg Gardens Egg Project, it should pull it up.
There it is. GreatEggGardens.com is the website, but if you go to Kickstarter, Great Egg Gardens Egg Project.
Correct, yep.
Is the one that'll find it.
Yes.
Well, let us know how it goes.
Thank you so much.
Things go, and then and how many months down the road before you'll find production increase?
We're hoping to do it for the 2016 season, so we'd be ready to go by next year's farmers market.
Perfect. Wonderful. This is kind of neat, though. Good luck to you, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
And thanks for the eggs.
Yes, for your wife.
Wonderful. It is 9 o'clock.